Senator from Minnesota.
Mr. President, I call up my amendment with Senator Kelly of Arizona, number 2849, and ask that it be reported by number.
Clerk will report.
The senator from Minnesota, Ms. Klobuchar, for herself and Mr. Kelly, proposes an amendment number 2849 to amendment number 2848.
Mr. President, in addition to the many outrages of this bill, $4 trillion in debt, millions of people off of their health care, in the middle of the night it got worse. And it's something that must see the light of day. And that is, we all know it shifts $64 billion to the states that they can't pay for food assistance, on the backs of veterans, on the backs of kids, on the backs of people with disabilities. But the whole reason we were told that it was shifted over to the states was so that we would incentivize states to reduce errors. In the middle of the night, the biggest hypocrisy of the entire bill, the Republicans have rewarded states that have the highest error rates in the country. 10 states with the highest error rates just to help Alaska, which has the highest error rate. So the message to the country and the nation's governors from the Republican senators is this: raise your error rates. Get them up to 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%. Make a whole bunch of mistakes when it comes to SNAP, because then you'll get more money. You won't have your cuts for a year. You won't even have them for the next year. For the rest of us, the states, all the states in the Midwest that are doing their best, they got to pay in. So senators, decide, are you going to go with your states? Are you going to reward waste, fraud, and abuse? Because with this provision that you put in there, you have done the opposite. Strike this fiscal insanity from the bill and vote yes.
Mr. President,
Senator from Arkansas.
I rise in opposition to the amendment offered by my colleague from Minnesota. We have amended the state matching funds requirement for SNAP to provide a delayed implementation date for states that have extremely high payment error rates. These states will have additional time to plan, to budget, and to adjust. This will help all states be ready for the change. By 2030, all states will have phased in and be subject to the matching funds requirement. The states involved, if we did fiscal year 24, again, the key to this is doing it in a fair way. Alaska is one of the states. Maryland's one of the states. Oregon's one of the states. New York's one of the states. Massachusetts, New Jersey, New Mexico, Florida, Georgia, Alaska, and D.C. Hardly Republican priorities. And I would do, as Amy said, I would vote what's important to your state. And if you've got a high error rate, this allows you additional time in order to get your house in order so that you will not be penalized. And with that, I ask for a yeas and the nays and encourage a positive vote. A no vote. No. A positive vote, meaning a no vote.
Is there a sufficient second?
That was a good recovery.
There appears to be. There is. The clerk will call the roll.
Ms.